Well, hello there. This is Diamond from Diamond Shine Soap. Guys, I'm excited to see you today. Today, we'll be doing a very cool recipe. Now, for this entire recipe, you will find it on my Patreon. If you click on the link in the description box, it'll take you right on over to the Patreon. The Patreon is full of cool recipes, candle making, skincare, you name it. It's all there. Go ahead, click on there because it does give you a preview where you can see exactly what we have on the Patreon. And you can choose whether or not you want to join our nice, beautiful family. Anyway, guys, let me tell you, this is a bubble bar recipe, okay? Now, I've done bubble bath scoops before, but this is a little bit different. I'm excited about it because it's pretty fun, and I can't wait to show it off to my children, all right? All right, so what you're going to need for this recipe, you're going to need cream of tartar. You're going to need cornstarch, you're going to need vegetable glycerin, baking soda, and you're going to need SLSA, okay? So SLSA is for the bubbles, okay? You definitely need that. You cannot sub that out. Well, if you want to sub it out, you can sub it out with something else that gives you bubbles, but this is definitely mandatory in the recipe. And also, we're going to be using some fragrance. Now, the fragrance is optional. You could use essential oils if you want to, because I know a lot of people don't like fragrance oil. So it's just pretty much up to you. So one more thing you're going to need is some mica powder. I forgot to say that. That's really important because I love color, and I know that without color, these things will not look as good, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to add to our recipe is our baking soda. Now, you definitely want to sift everything out because you don't want to have a bunch of lumps and clumps inside your recipe. So it's best just to sift everything out. Okay, all right, so the next thing we're going to add to our recipe is cornstarch. Okay, and this is something you could buy at the grocery store as well. You don't have to order this online. And I just want to tell people that because sometimes I look and I'm seeing people who buying this stuff from expensive places, and I'm like, oh my God, no way you paid that. You know, you had to pay for shipping for avocado oil when you could just go and get it locally. So, you know, I just wanted to let you guys know that. Alright, so the last thing we added to our recipe was salsa. Now, what you want to go ahead and do now is just kind of mix it in. But just take your time and mix it in or whatever, because you definitely don't want your salsa going airborne. So just kind of take it and just mix it around. And you want to mix it until it turns into like a dough consistency. That's what you want it to look like, a dough. Okay? So I'm just going to mix it around. Oh, Lord. That salsa. Ain't nothing to play with. So I'm just going to mix it around. Okay, so I just mixed it around just with the, the spatula. But now I want to go ahead and just use my hands because I can work it in a little bit better that way, okay? So just kind of take your time and just knead it together until you get like a very dough-like consistency. And when you get that dough-like consistency, you'll know when to stop, okay? So I'm just going to keep going, and I want to mash up all the balls and stuff like that. So I'm just going to keep messing with mine, and I'm going to knead it. I like to knead it because it's kind of like I'm pressing out all of the balls. Okay. All right. And the next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and just give it like a little test. When you feel like you finished kneading it and, worked it all up and everything, you want to go ahead and give it like a test and make a ball and see if it stick together. Now, if it stick together like dough, like this, then it's good, okay? Once you got it onto the paper, I want you to go ahead and just take it and just kind of knead it into a ball. It's going to look kind of crazy at first, but it will definitely look better as we go. But you just kind of take all the little pieces that you find, like the little balls and stuff like that. You want to just leave that there, you can leave it there, or you could just add to it, but just kind of knead it into like a little nice little shape. Like this. I'm just going to knead mine like this, like into like a little log. Okay. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to start just mixing this one in, mixing the color in. Okay. So I'm just going to take this one and just kind of mix this one around into like a ball. Alright. And this one is perfect. It's perfect. I'm just going to sit that on top of that. And I'm going to mash it in. Okay. I'm just going to flatten it out. Flatten it out. Okay, as I flatten, I'm just going to straighten it as well. Okay, I'm going to keep it in this kind of shape. So I'm just flattening it and I'm shaping it as well. Guys, I apologize for the sunlight. Actually, I really love outdoor lighting when I'm doing these videos, but the sun is just like really glaring in right now. That's why I'm like, I'm hoping they can see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can. Okay. So now we're just going to flatten it out as much as we can. Okay. Flatten it. Just take your hands, push down on it, flatten, flatten, flatten. Okay. And then kind of fix those edges for the one that's on the bottom. All right. And then now what we're going to attempt to do, let's say attempt, because this one is really nice and doughy. This one on the bottom, I just let it kind of sit out a little bit longer. So it's just, you know, acting a fool pretty much. All right, so I'm going to put everything to the side for now. And we're going to go ahead and just take this and we're going to start rolling it in the parchment paper, okay? So you're going to just roll it a little bit, okay? And then just press on it as you roll, okay? So just bring it up and roll it again. It don't have to be the neatest, okay? That's what I want to let you know. It will have some cracks and stuff like that, so just, you know, it's all right. Okay, just press it as you go. Okay, because mine's got a whole lot of cracks. But as you go, you can kind of fix those cracks up and, you know, patch it up and make it look pretty. Okay, so I'm not even going to worry about that part. Let's just keep rolling. Okay, we're going to make another roll. I'm going to pat down on it. Okay, pat down on it. And we're going to roll it just one more time. And this is our final roll. So we just take it and pat down on it again. Okay. So now you could just go ahead and take your hands and just kind of fix it. Put it back together. Okay. Because yours might not look as crazy as mine. You know, I let mine sit out for quite some time before I started messing with it. So it just kind of dried up a little bit. Got more cracks and stuff than what I would like for it to have. But we still going to work with it. It's still going to look good. We still going to have fun. So now we just want to get it into a nice little log shape. So I'm just going to start bending on the ends of it. Mashing it in together. Getting into like a nice little log shape, okay? Okay, and now what you're going to need is a nice little knife. Okay, so get you a nice little knife out. See, mine's is acting a fool. And when it act like this, you could just simply take it and spray it with some alcohol just to kind of soften it up a little bit and to get it back to that dough consistency, because mine is cracking on me because I left it out a little bit too long, like I said. Okay, so just keep patting on it, guys, and fixing all the cracks. and getting it into a nice little log shape, guys. Okay, here to just start chopping into it. I cut one off just to see how it looked, and I like it. I like it. Okay, so you can kind of see what it looked like. Hopefully that sun is not glaring too much to where you can't see it. But it looked really cool. I like it. I'm just go ahead and keep cutting them. And you could double this recipe and make it as big as you want it to be. You can make them taller than this. You definitely want to let them sit out for 24 to 48 hours just to completely dry. Sometimes they may take a little bit longer depending on your climate. So I just say, just to be on the safe side, give it about 72 hours. Now you pretty much just crumble them up under the water and they turn into bubbles. Just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of glitter to it. I'm just gonna sparkle some glitter on top, and this is some body glitter. It's not just any old glitter, guys. Y'all make sure y'all remember that. Don't be just going in there picking up no glitter with aluminum foil and everything in it. I love these colors. I love how it turned out. I'll make sure that I leave the exact color in the Patreon so you guys can pick up this color if these are the colors that you want to make as well. Okay, guys, so I'm loving these bubble bars. I'm going to leave them for 72 hours just so they can get pretty hard and dry, and then I'm going to use them and have a good time with them. Okay, I'm going to get these to my kids, so it's going to be some bath time fun for them. Okay, so guys, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumb up. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and do not miss the videos that we will be making. I will see you guys back again soon. All right.